Hey guys, Schomburg WX here, coming to you guys with a new live stream for some isolated severe weather that has just started to pop up in Wisconsin and northern Illinois. As you can see, some isolated strong to severe storms have developed over southern Wisconsin and are starting to slide southeast towards portions of extreme northern Illinois, or should I say far northern Illinois. But right now, we're trying to keep close tabs on this storm over here, which is starting to show signs of becoming a supercell with an increase as, according to the alert, if I can get the archive up and running. No. And so as you can see that this thing is slowly beginning to rotate as it starts to slide towards the south and east. And this is also severe thunderstorm warning number 100 here in southern Wisconsin. Speaking of which, you get a better view. Let me change the site to Milwaukee Sullivan and kind of give you guys a better perspective of this severe storm. Oh, and a new special weather statement has just been issued. If they've expired, the severe thunderstorm warning it has weakened, but it remains strong. Moving southeast at 30. If this thing goes severe again, it would head towards a boundary where I can cover EAS for it in Walworth County, if it reaches that point. We shall see. Right now, they have just expired the severe thunderstorm warning on this. Take a look a little bit more closely at this. Not really any rotation in this. It looks like it, but there really isn't anything with this. Another little isolated cell trying to develop. I don't think that one's really going to go anywhere. That one's moving more towards the east. Let's see. Right now, it seems like the convection over was southwest Wisconsin is moving to the east, and some of it is moving southeast. The main direction with this, it looks like it's to the east, but somewhat southeast. And according to the marginal ring, the main threats are wind and hail. There really is no tornado threat with this, which is why they continue to keep our area in the marginal risk because of these pop-up severe storms. No mesoscales or anything have been issued yet. They know that nothing has gone severe quite yet. Temperatures are still very warm, except closer to the lake where temperatures are in the 70s. But as you look at all of Illinois, temperatures remain in the mid to upper 80s with solid dew points enough for isolated severe weather. Hooker. Climate summaries were just issued. Okay, let's check in on that severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, it looks like a nice line of storms is starting to form out over here. And actually, I apologize. This is separate storms moving to. Look at this. I've never seen this before. The National Weather Service in North Platte has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Custer, southwestern Blaine until 5:15. At 4:26, a severe thunderstorm was located 11 miles south of Dunning, or 21 miles northeast of Stapleton. And look at this speed, moving northeast at 5 miles per hour. You rarely will see in a National Weather Service alert something going that, slowly. And a mesoscale has also been issued, but it's only a 20% probability right now. But watch another one moving north at 5 miles per hour. Interesting. The National Weather Service is deciding to issue SVRs for storms that are moving at a relatively slow speed. Hold on. Did that just say moving south? Look at this. Okay, I've never seen this. You got one storm moving north. Look at that, they're breaking off. One's going north, one's going south. I have never seen that. Is that something or what? That is very cool. Anyways, back to those storms in Wisconsin to see whether or not anything's going to come out of this. As you can clearly see, back-to-back special weather statements. It looks like, according to the Milwaukee Sullivan radar, that the core is starting to get a little bit stronger. But I don't think this is going to go back to being severe by any means. Looking at ZR, I think that's the hail core. Correlation coefficient, that's okay for hail. We go to the vertically integrated liquid on my other apps on my phone real quick. check the VIL real quick on this. Oh, wow. On radar scope, the line of storms is quickly expanding as it moves off to the southeast. Let me see if it looks the same way on GR, and it does. Look at this monster as it begins to move out. I would not be surprised if the National Weather Service in either Chicago or Milwaukee Sullivan decides to upgrade the special weather, or excuse me, the marine weather statement to a special marine warning. We'll see. But right now, it's looking pretty intense. Like it says in the SPS off Chicago, wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour will be possible. This one says 40. But let's see what the forecast officers are going to decide to do with this storm, because it's looking stronger and stronger as it moves further and further southeast. But let's also keep tabs on this storm as well that moves off to the southeast, but it's not looking as intense as the one off to the south. Let me look at the wind and hail cores on radar scope, the DVIC. It shows a moderate hail core over the storm moving off closer to Lake Michigan. And it shows a relatively stronger hail core over the storm near Madison, but not enough for a severe thunderstorm warning at this time. But as you can clearly see, this storm was moving relatively quickly to the southeast onto Lake Michigan. So we shall see if the forecast offices decide to issue a marine warning. Unknown at this time, but it is possible that a special marine warning will be issued. There was a marine warning earlier today from the National Weather Service in northern Indiana. But what happened was it faded off. And as you can see on these archives, it was this storm, but it quickly dissipated once it moved into Michigan. And if you look at this temperature map, you can clearly see there's a gap of cold air after storms move through over Michigan. And look at the difference from down here. You got 80s with 50s and 60s not too far north. And that's because of storms that change the temperature. But once again, let's closely watch this storm and see what it does as it moves closer and closer to Lake Michigan. What is unknown is if it's going to decide to move. It looks like Chicago is showing a stronger hail core than Milwaukee Sullivan on this storm up here. Chicago is showing a stronger one. So I wouldn't be surprised if a marginal severe thunderstorm warning for immediate areas close to the coast is issued for Kenosha County, or if they issue an entire warning, two separate warnings actually, for hail for Kenosha and maybe even for northeastern Lake County. I would not be surprised if the National Weather Service decides to issue that. Either that or they're either going to do that or a special marine warning. I would be surprised if they don't. As every time I get a new uploaded map, every time it looks stronger and stronger as it moves to the south and east. You can clearly see it. But actually now that I look at it, the purple core right in here looks like it's moving more towards the east in that small pocket. You can clearly see that there's a stronger core with this, and it kind of looks like a face. I'm going to take a screenshot. That kind of looks like a face almost, with the eye and then the nose at the bottom. That actually is really cool. If you look at it from a sideways view, it looks like a face. Huh. But again, like I said, there is an increasing hail core, so we're going to need to keep close tabs on this to see if it'll go severe or not. It is possible. It is possible. So, rather large storm, but it's not severe, surprisingly. As these storms move down in Lake County, Illinois, I'm honestly a little bit surprised that they issued a special weather statement because there really isn't any precipitation with this unless it's up here. I think what they were anticipating is that this storm was going to slide this way off to the lake. Instead, it took a little bit of a turn and moved this way. So, kind of threw the National Weather Service in Chicago off. What they should have done is only issued it just for this tip. That's it. They only should have issued it for this tip. And then it should move southeast. But they issued it for the whole thing. So we'll see what the National Weather Service does. If they're going to keep it severe, or if they're going to upgrade it to severe, or if they're going to keep it strong. Let's see. And watch the loops. It looks pretty intense. And now it just continues to slowly move onto Lake Michigan. And no signs of a marine warning. No signs of a marine warning. I mean, best guess for timing indicated. Low but not 0. Winds up to 40. Ooh, new tweet I'm reading now from the National Weather Service in Chicago. They are saying that thunderstorms are possible through this evening, with the best guess for timing indicated. Severe threat is low, but not zero. Most storms with winds up to 40 miles per hour and brief heavy rain. From what is indicated, there over the southern portions of K-Lot, from now through about 8 o'clock around here is a possible isolated severe threat. In the zone where I live, which is around this area, there's a small pocket in this zone now through 8 o'clock as well. And then in this zone, from 8 o'clock to midnight, there's a chance, once again for me, for a chance of an isolated severe storm or two. But right now, my area is in the prime until 8 and then again until midnight. So really, it's from now until midnight that I have a chance of severe weather. Isolated, not a widespread threat. Although I do remember a couple years ago, there was a storm similar to this that formed in Wisconsin in a marginal risk, which is today, and wound up being a severe line of storms that moved southeast right across my area. So I wouldn't be surprised if it happens, but right now I'm not really seeing it. So we'll see what everybody decides to do with this small scale event. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna keep it here for you guys. So do not worry. Oh, looks like the line decided to extend a little. Look at the temperature change, though. A drastic temperature drop now in far northeastern Illinois after this passed. So I'd rather not have the storms, not have the temperatures drop, so that we can still have a chance of severe weather later. And you can just see a line. I knew they would expire the SPS. It's off on the way. There it is, guys. Live EAS, you guys. There you go, guys. Live streamed. I just got my latest EAS. Didn't I tell you guys they were going to issue a special marine warning for it? And what did they do? They issued it. My question is, though, by what office? Chicago. I knew it. Told you guys. I told you. I told you. As the convection continues to explode right in this little chunk over here. And look at the wind shift. All of a sudden, you've got winds coming from the north immediately along the lake. Very interesting. But there you have it, guys. You got the special marine warning. I told you it was going to happen, and it happened. And for the first time ever, my Radio Shack 12-996 activated. and every radio activated except for my WR300. My 400 activated, my Radio Shack 12-996, and my Sangean CL100. Only one that did not activate was my WR300. For some reason, it could not get KXI41 Crystal Lake. Although if I had it connected to KZZ81 Lockport, it still probably would have activated too. But I decided to change it. So I'm gonna change it back since apparently its connection sucks with KXI41. Just in case we get another EAS. Because right now it seems to me like these storms are starting to intensify a little bit. So I don't know. Let me change the site to Chicago since there's a little more activity now in K-Lot. And you can still see a kind of intense core with this. But I don't see it enough to be intense enough for a severe thunderstorm warning. But I do see it enough like they issued. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, Kyle. Oh my god. What did I tell you? Man, what did I Hey, shout out to Kyle Lehman for watching this live stream. Yes, guys. Oh crap. Keep watching it too much and you keep getting up there. Sorry guys. I keep watching it over and over again and I know I keep thinking, you're gonna get an SMW. Don't. No, 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 no. Don't worry.
Well, looks like the severe threat has passed. If anything pops back up, I will start streaming again. Until then, I'm heading off. Later, guys.